First job was to assemble the range in the barn so I could see exactly how big an opening I needed for it in terms of height, width and depth. It was easier said than done because there's no instructions and very little information online about how to do one of these things. So that's why I took loads of photos and I thought I'll make a video or a video slideshow to make life easier for somebody else if they decide to do it. Chimney breast was new anyway, but some decisions needed to be made when that was rebuilt to make sure this thing fitted. Once the opening was created, I set about sorting out the hearth. I knew the height from the dry assembly in the barn. I wanted an air brick underneath, feeding fresh air under the floor. Haven't done that yet, but I will put some ducting into outside. Didn't want a howling draft whizzing past your ear when you're sitting down, relaxing. With the ash pan positioned, a couple of courses of bricks up, the grate needed a home now, so I got some pieces of flat bar from a local metal merchant, cut the corners off and built them into the support to hold the grate on which the coals will sit. With the hearth in place, I can start to lay out what's where really. The ash pan isn't quite central, as you can see from the finished photo at the beginning and the end. So needed the side panels and the ash pan laid out to know where the edge, well, the left and right hand side of the firebox was going to sit. Next job was to fit the two front panels for good. They were fitted with some threaded bar that was fixed to the rear of the chimney breast with a couple of weird looking brackets. Don't judge the shape of them, that's how they came. I bought this range on eBay, so it was fitted in somebody else's house. They took it out to fit the log burner for some strange reason, so I'm doing the opposite, took out a log burner to fit this. This was where things start to get quite complex. The oven has a flue way that runs underneath, up the right hand side, above the top, and then vertically up to a separate flue, all built within the same chimney. But it gets quite complicated. There's a lot of methods of controlling the draft going, whether it goes from the oven or the main firebox. So this was certainly the most complicated bit of the thing, judging really the size of the flues and the paths that we're going to take. With the base flue complete, the corner was taken off one of the bricks to provide a bit of a throat for the flue gases to go in, make life a little bit smoother. That's my aerodynamics background coming in there, no doubt. Oven was fitted next. As you can see, the builder worked to some pretty tight tolerances to fit the oven, made sure it was level and built it in. With the oven fitted, it was on to the left-hand hot plate now. So needed the position was defined by the height of the left-hand fire of the firebox. So just needed to build up really on the left. Very needed to take a lot of care on the positioning of everything because I didn't want to introduce any twist or any stresses into this cast iron because it's old, pretty brittle, and not the best material, I don't think. So wanted to give it the best chance it could have of not cracking on me. Certainly getting there now. The more oven flues, this was up the left hand side and above the oven. The left hand side was fairly easy because the oven was built in by now. The one above the oven was a cast iron, well, I say fabrication, it was a casting, so that gives the flue gases somewhere to go, has all the maintenance, the little access hatches for sweeping and all that built into it, so it's fairly straightforward that, given what the rest of it's been like. Not much more to go now. The main flueways still need to be separate, the oven one and the main firebox one. So above the register plate that's now been fitted was some, I don't know, a 4 or 5 inch gap. So those needed separating with bricks and lime inside it. Bit of a job to get in there and make a nice job of that, but Steve the builder did very well with it. Wasn't thanking me. It was not a very nice job. Last job was the cover plates, the pan warming plates, the hot plate, the medium plate, simmer plate, the maker's nameplate, the flue cover plate, and finally the main closing plate were all fitted. And with that, I can say it's fitted. Just needed let the lime cure for a little while before giving it its first light.